Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our GSG Talk number 13. Today I have the honor of having my guests, IamJustCoke and Guitar Games, and we're doing this on a Saturday. How are you guys?
Pretty good.
Nice.
This is great. I've got the shrimp live thing up, so I can see the emotes from chat on my screen. That's wonderful.
That's okay. We can actually add that to the.
I love it. I love this. This is great, and I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Okay, I'm doing great.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Kiddo.
Doing good. We're gonna try doing a little standalone editions of these GSG talks, so we don't do it every Sunday, so we get to rest some Sundays, and this is one of those editions. We're doing this on a Saturday, so I'm very flattered that all the shrimps came by to show their appreciation for our efforts. So kudos to the chat for that. Let me get the story behind your names, guys, because you both have funny names. Let's start with Mr. Coke, and then let's go to Mr. Games.
I'm going to make you regret saying that now.
Let's see.
So my name is actually Coke, and that's I'm I want to say the sixth in my family named Coke. So my son is also named Coke. So it's pretty long line of Coke.
Is this real or is this a joke?
This is real.
What's the story behind that?
So it was probably different, like spelled differently at some point, and my family was in Ireland at some point, and they came over on a boat, and then when they got here, they were probably illiterate, or they didn't really maybe get asked to spell their name. They were just like, "What's your name?" And they're like, "Okay," and then they wrote down their name, and that's the spelling that's been the same ever since, I guess. I don't know. I don't exactly understand how the spelling switched there, but that's how the story goes. Yeah,
that's very common. I think most of my last name, and in this country at least, a lot of people have last names that are sound similar to traditional names but are spelled different because they couldn't write it, or when they arrived to the port they were just asked, "What's your name?" My name is Gonzalez. Okay, Gonzalez, and this is how it's written. And there was no question about that. But that's nice. I was, when you told me I was going to regret this, I feared something worse. But that came out pretty good. How about you, Guitar Games? What's the story? What are the Guitar Games?
Mine is very boring compared to that. I am just what I do on Twitch.
You can also lie.
I play guitars and I play games. I mean, it's pretty much just, I just starting to, doing this at my, at this time where I'm not as young as I used to be, so to speak. So, I just thought, I don't need a fancy, weird name. I just, here's what I am: guitars and games. That's it. Nothing spectacular about it. Very upfront and no BS.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I prefer that to something pretentious. Like the biggest star in Twitch. No, that's okay. Guitar and games. Just simple. If you like guitars.
Anaconda.
Yeah. Really humble. Really humble. Really humble.
I'm reading chat over here
Anaconda
about the gaslighting intolerance.
What?
So I guess we're going to have to do 2 truths, 1 lie. Is that how it works? No.
No.
We'll see how good chat is with gaslighting.
We can. If anyone in the chat has any questions during the interview, they can drop it. I want to remind folks about that. And how did you guys got to the GSG? How were you introduced to the Golden Shrimp Guild?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's do. Every time I ask a question, let's start with Mr. Coke, and then let's go to Mr. Games.
Let's see. I can't remember if it would be Bardic or... What is Open set. Maybe. One of the two. I think that well, Bardic bumped into me on like Reddit or something forever ago when I was just a budding Twitcher. And then Open set, I think I watched. But I think both of them might have mentioned it to me. And then I was like, well, if they're both going to say something, maybe I got to check this out.
Nice. That was how long ago?
Well, I'm still newish, but a year ago, I think. Like I was, let's say 3 or 4 months into maybe streaming. I don't know. Yeah, I'm bad at these things. Like,
Okay, that's okay. You were kind of fresh on streaming, and you got to meet the guild. That's a nice way of starting Twitch. The same.
it was
thing.
amazing.
Yes, yeah. Something similar happened to me. I'm talking out of experience. How about you, Guitar Games? How did you got to know the GSG Guild?
Well, when I started, I got the little invite to the official Twitch music Discord. And when I went on that Discord, I was on there for a while. And actually, Bardic Perspiration was one of the first people who actually like talked to me and was congenial and, was nice and just was very, he answered my questions and was very responsive. And he said, well, you should check out this and this. And, over the course of the several messages and stuff. And so I started watching his stream. And then I met Coke on the official Twitch Discord too.
What's the official Twitch Discord?
It's just like the just generic music Discord, Twitch music.
Oh, I didn't know that existed. That sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
sounds fun.
It's got a lot. It's not like any specific type of music. It's more just a general, like they have a going live and a general help and kind of the same stuff that everybody else has, but it's just more of like a general kind of mixing pot for just everybody's, because I've seen Bardic in there. I've seen, other people that are in the Shrimp Guild and stuff who post in the official Twitch music thing.
Nice.
But I met them there, and then I started watching their streams, and I met Loopsy the Clown on the official Twitch music.
Oh, you should be careful with
Yeah.
that guy. He's a real
No,
clown.
he already sprinkled me with clown juice. I'm all done for.
Yeah. You gotta wear gloves.
But so I met him there, and I signed up for one of the Loops Fest. I think the third one, or the second one, was my first one. The second one, and I met some other people through that, and I found the Golden Shrimp Guild, and I joined the Discord, and then I started, going to all the streams, and I went with the Safety Fest this past year on the 420. So that's what I did, was my first Golden Shrimp event that I did.
Nice. So Bardic Perspiration was the author of both your entrances to the guild. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, let's give him a little shout.
He's where I first experienced it. Yeah.
Nice.
I think actually it would be, I think it was open set for me, but Bardic, I knew also, but we came together in separate, it was just a different path to find both of them, I think.
Nice.
But open set was the one that invited me and was like, hey, check this out. And then I saw Bardic and I was like, oh, well, we go way back because he's the first person I ever saw on Twitch. Talked to you. That was a fellow streamer, I guess.
He appeared. You named him, and he appeared. That's the magic of the GSG. There you go.
See over there. It's your
That's
eyeball.
Bardic's magic.
Just want to clarify that Mr. You Can Call Me Captain was not a troll, was not a spammer, was trying to throw an invite to that Discord we were talking about. He has just DM'd me. I'm going to throw that invite into the chat. If anyone doesn't know about the Twitch Music Discord, there we go. And thank you. You Can Call Me Captain. Sorry about the little ban. You are just... yeah, you're in a timeout. That's not a real ban.
Getting a timeout. Bad boy.
Well, okay. You're welcome, Bardic. Okay, let's talk about your streams. Can you... I've seen both of your streams. You're guitar guys, actually. But can you describe it to the folks? If someone doesn't know what you do, can you describe to the folks what you do?
Well,
Can
I'd
you?
love to hear this. Wait a minute. I got to set my watch. Hold
You
on.
can also respond no.
It's 4:20 too, by the way, where I am. So you start
Yes.
explaining.
I have tried to figure out what my stream is about every single stream that I've ever done. And I think lately what I've been doing is making a chat station and chat synthesizer and basically as much chat interaction as possible for people to play with. And it gets kind of crazy because, you know, the tempo is adjustable too. And so if a bunch of people press up tempo, then things get crazy and out of hand, you know, and we've crashed it a lot. We've done a lot of damage to a lot of different things, but we have a lot of chaotic fun, I guess.
Dude, your last Loops Fest thing was crazy.
That's what I do on my
Your
channel.
last, that was nuts, bro.
Chaotic chat.
What can people move besides the tempo?
Well, let's see. I can look. I can just show you. Let's just show you the screenshot of it, or you know, like you could see the. What do we got here? It's called. Oh wait, no, I can just switch scenes on you. Hey, just make my head tiny. There we go. How's that? Can you see everything? No, it's not popped up.
We have a couple of hands. We have some things moving. We have something bouncing.
Yeah, there's the bouncing head. Let's turn off this. What's this? Forget what the. There. We don't want to see that. Do you see the? Let's go back to here. Nope. We don't have it. Let's make those guys pop up. There's one, and here's one. Right?
Oh, okay. Now there's some grids. Well, what are those grids
So
for?
these are the things that chat can control, basically. And if I go turn them on, they'll all light up. We can see, and it gets crazy, cool looking. Then it's not just boring and gray. So we'll have, you know, a little bit of distinction and tell you what things are doing. All right, let's refresh this guy here. Uh-oh. Yeah. There we go. Nice and pretty.
Okay, can you walk us through this? What's this about?
I'm Coke.
Oh, no.
Welcome to my channel.
Can you hear that?
I'm sharing the chat.
Oh no!
You know what? We're just going to go with that. This is going to show you exactly what
Some
happens.
of the words will automatically trigger notes.
Okay.
Boom.
The web-based chat station controller is active when the channel is live. Clicking the pinned link will take you to the currently available buttons.
So
If you see any packages left unattended, please report them.
Okay.
you,
I know how to get rid of this. Hold on. Let's do this.
Station and synthesizer for everybody. If you chat Then some of the words will automatically trigger notes.
Gosh, you.
Yeah.
Chat station.
So if anyone wants to ruin the interview, just go into IamJustCoke's offline channel and start typing like a madman, and that will.
Let's turn this guy off here. There.
Okay, that's fun. So people can chat, and that can be read by a robot. What else can happen with this little thing?
All right, so the grid that's colorful looking and it's like a rainbow, more so than the blocky grid that's got like a bunch of gray.
Yeah.
That is, I programmed a bunch of notes that were some like leftover commands that I was using to give chat a way to just talk. And when they talk, they would end up making notes. So I have a linguistics background and I have a degree in applied linguistics. And if you take any language, in the world, there's like about 150 very common words. If you get the first 120 common words, then you can assign those to the MIDI notes. And then you've got 120 MIDI notes to play with just by talking.
What are some of those words that are common to all languages? Hey,
so like he, she, child, work.
Oh, but those are words that are spelled different in every language. They mean the same.
Right.
Oh.
Right. So then, for whatever you wanted to program, you're technically making a English MIDI controller, correct? So you'd have to make a Spanish MIDI controller and a Portuguese MIDI controller and etc.
Nice. Thank you, Sander Klepper, for that raid, by the way. Just got it. Let's do a little shout out for Mr. Sander.
Yeah, Sander Klepper.
That sounds very fun, but it also sounds that it can go wrong. Has it gone wrong live?
Maybe. What do you mean by wrong?
Well, what do you mean by wrong? Unexpected, not very positive results.
Yeah, so it's a lot of trial and error because I don't know. Well, first of all, I don't know what someone's going to do live, and I don't know what they could technically. Everybody gets a TTS voice, so they can. If somebody's talking in my channel, they're going to say words that also get fed into the loop station. And by the way, that brings me a nice segue to the far thing over there. Is the controls for the loop station itself. And on my iPad, I've got, so I make music on iPads, two of them actually. One of them's for the chat to use, and then one of them's for me to use.
Okay.
And the one that chat gets to use is mirrored by all of those commands over there. So they can just click on anything that's over there and it ends up playing on a real, instrument or DAW or, yeah.
Okay.
That.
But you haven't answered my question. I was asking if
my bad.
Has it gone wrong live?
Oh, yeah. So, because I can control that, and it's on an iPad, when they do things that are unexpected, that will, cause things to crash or things to not broadcast or things to like stop sending signals to the other things. Or maybe there'd be like, if the tempo goes up to 999, then it might cause the key step to explode. Which, then there's shrapnel everywhere. And yeah, but there's been problems mostly related to someone being able to control one parameter or another that was unexpected, or like loud notes even. I need to get things like that under control, like put, ranges on the things, which I just did this recently. I don't remember. I haven't tested it, so I don't know if the change is going to work well or not, but every time I go live is when I test the things. That's so basically what I'm saying is, yeah, the whole point is for things to go wrong, I think.
Yeah. That's a good way of learning. And what about that head that's flowing there? What's that head?
Oh, so that's where you get to duke it out with people, and you type exclamation point emote, and then pick an emote from your your Twitch emotes. Like you can use any of the animated ones, etc.
Nice.
And then you hit enter, and then you duke it out with each other, and then every time you talk, it'll also respawn your emote, and then. Well, there comes someone fighting.
That's me. That's me. They're fighting. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and well, someone's winning, obviously.
Yeah, You know who's winning? The GSG. Yes. Subscribe.
So that's the deal too. Is the bow is overpowered as hell. So you come in here, there's violence that happens.
Oh no, Scruffy Fox in the house. Oh no! Oh no! It's a massacre! People are killing each other! No!
Hey, thanks for the follows. I forgot to turn all those off too.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
We're on a different scene now.
That's okay.
Obviously.
Not a problem at all. Oh, Scruffy died. That's a shame, Scruffy. Better relax next time. Hey, how about you, Guitar Games? What do you do in your streams?
Well, I'm kind of more like my stream's basically what I would do live. So I come from more of the live musician side of things. I've played in youth orchestras since I was little, and I played in high school bands and jazz bands here. And I went to music school, and I have played out live for a long time. And so basically over the course of the last 15 years, I've moved inside. I have stopped, I didn't go to open mics because they started staying open too late, and I was turning into a fuddy-duddy. And so what I wanted to do when I started streaming was to reflect what I would do live. So everything that I do is the same as I would do it in front of an audience. Like the looping and the layering of different instruments and how I layer them and stuff, and the improv and all the mistakes too. I keep I don't want anything to be perfect, because I want it to all just be full of mistakes. Because I think that's how it sounds, that's how it truthfully sounds.
Yeah, well, where's make mistakes when you need him? the ambassador of mistakes. And you play games besides music.
Yes, I stream a variety of games. I stream Fortnite, I stream Minecraft, I'm playing Hellblade right now on stream. I play a lot of CSGO and Battle Bits. I also do a YouTube channel, so I record a lot of games for YouTube too, like a lot more like horror games and stuff like that. But I love gaming. I have been for a long time.
No.
I was back with the old Atari 2600, so that's when I started with Pong and the Atari 2600. So I usually try and stream music twice a week, and I've tried and sign up for things when I can, but my stream is pretty much just low tech, very low tech.
Yeah, well, we have Mr. Command over here, so
yes,
this is how you say, a contrast. I think this is like the spectrum we have right here. In the Golden Trip Guild, we have people that are crazy about technology and people that just do music. I think we have both.
I'm pulling a little more synth into my things, so I am. You all are rubbing off on me. I'm starting to pull a little bit more synth and piano playing in and stuff like that.
Oh, that's okay.
So.
That's a real debate within the community. How many synths should a streamer have with the shield, with the grill? Because as some of the guests have told us in earlier episodes, the guild shrimp was about DJs when it started. No?
Right.
DJs don't have synths, as far as I know.
This was my original microphone that I started streaming with. That's how low tech I was when I started.
I'm afraid to tell you that's not a microphone, but if you
Don't listen to him, Mike.
I don't really want to gaslight you, but I don't think. I don't know. I'm not really a big tech guy, so maybe that is a microphone. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I just upgraded my computer, mic, audio processor, audio interface, and it's been hell.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out all this new stuff.
I was gonna tell you that your stream looks better than the last time I saw you, so kudos for that.
Yeah, ended up getting a beefier computer, and I had to get because basically all my stuff is analog, and I have to marry it with digital. And the computer I was using, of course, was older, and it was easier to make them work together. And this newer computer is just like analog, blah, so it's like I had to figure out how to make all my stuff work with the new computer, and it took like 3 weeks for me to get it all working right.
Well, if you need
Pain in the bottom.
If you need any special help, there are a lot of very knowledgeable people on the Golden Shrimp Guild Discord that are willing to help. We've told.
Oh yes, I was there several times. Like, what's this goddamn cable do? God, I don't know.
Yeah, it can be when you're in fetal position, just crying, wrapped around your computer. They have helped me a couple of times. Okay, guys. So I think from what you've answered, Coke, you've been streaming for a while now, and Guitar Games, how long have you been streaming?
I have only been streaming less than a year.
Less than a year.
I think I started in November of 22. Well, no, I guess. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, it's this November will be a year.
Nice. Do you remember your first stream?
Oh, I threw up before it. I was like so flipping nervous. I was like using the computer webcam on a Acer Aspire 5, and it was like propped up next to me, and I was like, I'm going to play some songs on stream. And it was just awful.
But did the stream went well?
No, I don't think I had a viewer for 4 or 5 streams in. I finally got one viewer, and that's because I accidentally left the stream information as I'm playing Minecraft. And he was like, "This isn't Minecraft.
Minecraft has changed. This is Minecraft." Sorry,
but he was actually my first follower. So,
can we shout out? Who are we talking about?
His name is Good Dog 122334455.
Is that real? I'm not gonna remember.
Yes, it is.
I love that he has that just right on
Well,
hand.
I always remember my first follower.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you gotta remember that first follower. How about you?
Here, I'll make sure and get the name right. Hold on.
Okay. How about you, Coke? Do you remember your first stream?
I was going to be like, my first follower? I know my first 7. No, just kidding. I was really impressed by that, by the way. My first stream, I really don't. I don't know. I have problems with like, you know, reorganizing everything. So if I look back at streams where I've played somewhere, I'm like, I don't even remember playing on that side of the room. But like Bartik was saying, I was like super low tech. Like I think I had a, you know, I don't know, a friggin', what's that called? It just holds, it's a chest. It holds kids' toys. And that's where my whole rig for streaming was. I just set up on a kid's toy chest. And I had Mike back there as my microphone. And, you know, I had, it was super, super duper low tech and blah, blah, blah. So my first stream was forgettable. That's what I'm saying. Forgettable.
Okay. And you are both daddies, literal daddies. We were just talking. You only have one son, Coke, or more?
I'm sorry.
How many?
One son.
One son.
Yeah, one son currently, and I've got a daughter coming in October.
Oh, congratulations about that!
Yay!
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And your son is pretty young, so I don't know if you can answer this question, but Guitar Games has 3 sons. Is that right?
No, I've got one daughter who's 15, and I've got a 12-year-old and a 8-year-old.
Okay, so this question is for you, Guitar Games. What do your offsprings think of your streaming?
My daughter thinks it's cool because she does online stuff too. Like she's on summer break, so she was online playing Dungeons and Dragons last night until like 11 o'clock. And my son thinks it's cool. They think it's cool. So they're pretty supportive, which is fun. You know, they enjoy it. And my youngest son, like, cutely enough, made me like a YouTube play button.
Aww.
You know, so I have that set up near my thing upstairs. And so, you know, he's like makes me play buttons. He always asks how many subscribers I have and how many followers. So he's very sweet about it. And then my middle child is the 12-year-old boy is, you know, barreling headfirst through into teenage years and puberty.
Nice. He must be very peaceful person, very well spoken, very well behaved.
Oh well, no, he's very sneaky. He's a sneaky little kid.
Yeah, weren't we all at that age?
Yes, we were. But yeah, so they're pretty supportive about it. And my daughter is, you know, not to sound narcissistic, but I consider myself fairly smart. And my daughter makes me seem like a moron sometimes. And so she's been doing like, I have to call her down for IT support on my computer. Come here and fix this. I wanted to do this. And she's like, okay, leave me alone for a minute.
Yeah. I think children are supposed to do that also.
Yes.
I don't know if your parents are alive, but my mother is that way with her phone. She's like, I need to do this. Have my phone. Fix my phone. Okay, let's just see it a moment.
That's my father.
Yeah. So generation and technologies, you know, some things separate us, some things unites us. I want to remember everyone that if they have a question for our guests tonight, you can drop it in the chat. And if you don't have any questions and you just want to compliment us, that's okay. You can do that as well. Guys, have you ever before you started streaming, did you saw anyone that inspired you to streaming? Was there any artist or that inspired you to do your streams in a different way? Has anyone inspired you? That's what I'm getting at.
Do you want to go ahead?
So, yeah, I have a buddy. his name's Unstable. And
Unstable.
Unstable.
That's funny.
Unstable.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my buddy. And I know him in real life and everything. And he's a streamer, you know. And I was like, I don't remember why we would be talking about it, but I think I mentioned it like, maybe I should try that. Because I just play my guitar and everything alone in my room for no reason.
Yeah.
Maybe someone would want to listen to this music. So he is amazing and came over and had everything set up in one day and got me going with OBS and, you know, everything I needed to stream. He came over and got me started. And I think I had like, you know, after a while, I had like a collection of questions like, hey, you know that thing that happens when someone comes in here and says something and it, you know, all kinds of stuff and bells and whistles fly off. How do I turn that off specifically? Because it's getting out of hand, you know, and then I'd get more and more questions collected. And then finally he's like, how about I just come back over and we'll go, we'll work on some stuff again. And then, yeah, so he did all that for me. He's a great guy and I love him. He's my brother.
Nice. Can we shout him out? Can you spell his?
I would love that. I would love to share.
Can you drop his name on chat, please?
Let's see here.
And while Coke is doing that, how about you, Guitar Games? Who do you saw that inspired you to stream?
Well, for a long time, I always watched YouTube. I never watched Twitch. And I, you know, for a long time, always in the back of my head was always like, I want to do that someday. You know, I'd love to do that. I love gaming. I can do that. You know, I play music, blah, blah, blah. And about a year and a half ago, I had a really, really bad health scare. And that ended up with me having 2 heart surgeries. And so after that, my life did a 180-degree turn, and I did a whole bunch of stuff that I had to change and do differently. And I mean, if we're speaking very honestly, I went from being a severely emotionally repressed person to feeling like everything all the time, very intensely. And so for the past year and a half, I've been playing catch up emotionally for the past 45 years. And so I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And one of the games that I love playing is Cyberpunk 2077. And I have always been a CD Projekt Red fan from The Witcher. Mm-hmm. And they had a contest when this all happened, like as I was coming out of my second heart surgery. They announced a contest where you could record a song and submit it, and you could win a spot on the game to be on like the radio station in the car on the game.
Nice.
And but to do it, you had to have a Twitch account. So they didn't require you to stream, but you had to have a Twitch account. And I thought, well, here's my opportunity. Everything's coming into line, and I'm going to start streaming and doing YouTube. So I started off doing some really, really terrible videos and some really, really awful streams.
How do you mean? What happened in those?
Oh,
videos?
the quality was so awful. Like, I mean, it was just like filmed on a camera phone sometimes. Like, I couldn't talk to chat when I streamed on the Xbox because I didn't know how to set that up right. And so, like, there was this huge learning curve that I had to go into to get to a decent enough point to where things would start sounding better. But so really, I guess the thing that inspired me, honestly, to do this is not dying from heart problems. You know,
I think that's a decent. Don't we do everything for not dying?
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe I'm getting too philosophical, but don't we do anything?
Well, I mean, it was that thing that pushed me to make the leap to do this, and to like, all right, for example, before we did this, I had to leave for about 10 minutes. I had to go upstairs and throw up because I was so nervous about doing this.
Really? You're doing great.
Yes.
Man. That doesn't show.
Well, see, that's just what I do. Like, I just freak out before an event. I freak out. It's just how I do. So, like, for about the past 10 years, I've developed like a really bad social anxiety, and to the point where I basically secluded myself and ate myself into heart problems, for 10 years.
Yeah, I understand.
And
emotions can create things in the body.
Right. So I did that for 10 years, and I just came out of it, and I just decided that I wasn't going to wait anymore. I'm 45 years old. I survived 2 heart surgeries. I've got a clean bill of health. I don't have to go see a heart doctor anymore. I'm like 100% cured. And, I've lost almost 100 pounds in the last year from, that's about just how much, food I used to eat all the time. And, so, I mean, I'm just like constantly, and I feel like I'm in like the point, like I'm like weirdly just in flux all the time, I feel like. And streaming helps that because I can pour out some of my tension and emotions into.
There we go. I'm sorry. That came in the worst place possible in the interview. I am very sorry. Maybe you want to pick up on the last thing you said.
So I guess I was talking about the end. Like, so I just decided that, I have been, for 45 years, I've been repressing all these emotions, and I let them go. And I just decided that I was going to finally take that leap into the streaming YouTube world. And so far, it's gone pretty good, I think.
Yeah, making these interviews and speaking to a lot of streamers, I believe there's a little bit of that in everyone here. Like, no one's doing it for the money or for the fame or for the recognition. There's nothing of that here. There's only spiritual.
I would like not a moderate amount of financial gain. That's all. Just a moderate. That's my goal. Like, not a lot. Just a tiny little moderate. Just a little bit.
I don't know if you can get that on Twitch. People I know that actually do that. They have been not gaining anything for years. I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Bus Muller. I forgot to ask your question. We had a question earlier from Bus Muller. What was the last thing you broke on a live stream? Maybe Coke, you want to take this? Or what's the last thing you broke on live stream?
Well, they said on the GSG interview stream. Wait, what?
No, he's referring to my fuck up, but his original question. His original question was about you guys. What did you broke on your stream originally?
Like the last thing?
The last thing, yes. Sorry, I got missed that.
Oh man, I break something every single time. I pulled my rig apart to like go play in the other room because I'm a dad, right? So I gotta keep an eye on my kid, and
Everything has to be portable.
yeah. That's why I play the iPad, is because I kind of buried the lead earlier. Me and Gigi know each other and talked a lot about our health and our kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know each other
So
in
we've
real
got
life?
a lot in common with.
We're about the same age, and
I guess I lost like a bunch of weight like him. I used to be 330 pounds. I don't know the conversion to kilograms if anybody needs that, but we've talked about all these things, and we've also I lost the question. It was about breaking something on stream.
Yeah,
but
what did you break on stream?
You up brought Gigi up. What?
I don't know, man. You're on your own.
It's 4:20 somewhere. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have eaten an edible at the beginning of the interview, man.
I also don't know if the audience can hear Gigi when he talks. So I'm like, wait, should I let him talk when he's coming into the conversation? It distracted me. Sorry. So I was talking about
what was the last thing you broke on live stream? That's the original question. Do you remember?
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember why it went to Gigi, but it's basically all of my stuff. Because I went to the other room with my stuff. Yeah. So that's the whole deal. I break things and as soon as I unplug something, because with the chat station and all that stuff, if you unplug the, let's say, I don't know, USB to MIDI cable, and you plug it back in a different slot, and then suddenly the laptop reads it as a different device, then suddenly I have to reprogram 120 settings real quick. Well, no, you should just unplug it and plug it back in the other USB slot. Right? No, that doesn't fix it, because now it totally forgot that it existed, and now it's the other name. So you got to go plug it back in the other way and start reassigning those 120 commands real quick before you got to go live.
I think we've triggered something with that question. How about you, Guitar Games? Do you remember the last thing you broke?
Well, two things broke at the same time. So I was playing All Along the Watchtower during the stream, and I screamed for the first time during one of the choruses, and the mic broke. And at the same time when the mic broke, my entire audio system on the computer, my old computer, crashed.
Oh, no.
So that stream was over. So basically what happened then is it took me like 2 weeks. I had to uninstall every piece of audio software and audio file off my old computer and reinstall it from 3-year-old files. And so that was the last thing I broke, I guess, would be my computer.
I think we've all been there. It's part of the gig.
Oh yeah, just some random setting gets changed somewhere. Nobody knows where it is or how it got changed, but it like destroys everything.
I don't know if it's bad for business though, because I've seen a lot of streamers like make mistakes intentionally on stream. Like they break something and they go, oh, and it's obviously that they're doing it for the attention. But I think sometimes it's good for business. When you watch NASCAR racing, everyone wants to see when the guys collapse.
The wreck.
Everybody slows down to look at the accident. You know?
Yeah. So it's also entertainment. So we shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
I'd like.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
My video game streams, sometimes the titles on those are like, "Come watch me die repeatedly till I rage quit." That's basically like what the stream titles are. So
You gotta be honest.
I think I
people-
have to like accept that things are going to go downhill at times. Like,
yeah.
things are just going to get exceedingly worse sometimes. And I don't know all the ways that it'll happen, but yeah, you just got to have like backup plans and redundancy and like, you got to like check every single thing that you've checked every single time 1,000 times already, but like you got to go through that checklist and make sure you didn't miss that one stupid setting, like Gigi was saying. Like if you miss,
oh god, no!
like
Right?
I came back and I had forgot that I muted all of like everybody. You know what I mean? But then as soon as I was like, oh no, I just got to do all of that, then it fixes the problem. But
See, I can always just pull out the acoustic guitar.
yeah, that's the like
Go lo-fi.
Well, I guess I'm gonna fire up the old Polaroid.
Okay, guys. I want to thank you for being here today. That's our time for today, and see you around. Let's see you. We're doing next week.
Thank you for the questions. You did a great, amazing job interviewing.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Okay, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.